Hello class, this is Dr. Richardson. I wanted to reach out to you because I finished my grading for week 2 and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First, with regard to the writing assignments for the first couple of weeks, you all have been doing very well with those in terms of following the directions and providing the information that you needed to. If you lost points, there might have been a situation where your submission either was late or there probably was something that was missing that you needed to add. But other than that, I've been pleased with the work that you've been doing. With regard to the discussions, though, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because there were multiple individuals who did not have the content that was required for the discussion response. The discussion response, you needed to have at least 250 words, and there were quite a few folks who came in far below that requirement. Also, with regard to the responses to classmates, in terms of the when you respond to classmates, just the amount of content in your responses. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things because I think there might be a little bit of a disconnect, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page since we're early in the semester, and this way we can course correct for the remaining of the semester, and you won't lose any points. First of all, understand that with the discussions, as well as with the writing assignments, there are rubrics. And if you haven't already taken a look at the rubric, if you open up any of the assignments or any of the discussions, in the top right corner, okay, you'll notice that there are 3 dots. When you select those 3 dots, you'll see the rubric as one of the drop-down options. When you select it, it gives you all of the requirements that you need to fulfill for the week for that particular assignment or that particular discussion. Okay, so let's make sure that you take a look at those before you even start the assignment or the discussion, so you understand exactly what it is that you need to do. Because for each discussion, each assignment, they're going to be different, so you want to make sure that you understand exactly what's needed. With regard to the word count for any of the discussion responses, remember, if that is what's required in terms of the word count, that is what you need to provide. I follow the directions and the rubric to the letter of the law in terms of my grading. And when it says 250 words, 250 words or more is what my expectations are. If you're right at 245, well, folks, that's not 250 words. You need to have 250 words or more. And if you only have half of the amount of, say, 250, then you're really not meeting the requirements of the discussion for that week. So let's be careful there. Let's make sure that, again, when you write and you respond to any of the discussion questions, although some of the discussion questions might be a little simple in terms of the way that you read it, okay? Remember, provide details, provide your explanations. That's one of the points of the course, is to really provide more information, more details, and more explanations about the subject matter, so that we make sure that we fully see exactly what it is that we're trying to do. And also, when you're with discussions, when these are made for your classmates and your peers to review, and a lot of times more details helps individuals understand, hey, I see now how they came to this point, or why they selected this, or what's so important about it. Okay, the details are always very important, so make sure you provide details, because when you provide details and you explain your points and you explain your reasoning why you're doing what you're doing, or why you wrote what you wrote, okay, this really helps clarify to your classmates, and when they respond to you, they can respond to you in a lot deeper way, and maybe ask them more additional questions to help expand the discussion. Okay. The other part that I've noticed with discussion is your responses to classmates. Okay, when you write 1 or 2 sentences, or if your sentence starts with, wow, this is great, that's not really considered really part of the discussion. Okay, remember, when you respond to a classmate, okay, yes, explain your, what it is that you are responding, okay, to, okay, and explaining, but you have to explain why you're responding. What was the bigger point that you're trying to make? Okay, because you want to make sure that you don't leave it up to the person who's reading your discussion response to try to figure out, well, exactly why did they write this. Okay, so when you only have 1 or 2 sentences, or you have, hey, this looked great, okay, that's not really giving the person who's responding to you more information for them to try to respond to you. Now, there's been a lot of folks who have provided an explanation for why they made the points they did, or providing a little bit more details, a little bit more context in the discussion responses. and that's fine. That's what I'm looking for, okay? That's meeting my expectations. But when you're very brief, and as I said, like 1 or 2 sentences, okay, you're really not expanding the discussion, okay? You're really providing just a thought, and that's not what we want to have in discussion. We want to make sure that we have, explaining our thinking and then providing some supporting information so that whoever we're responding to truly understands why we're asking that question. And again, it will work to expand the discussion because now we'll have more conversation going back and forth, okay? Because remember, discussions, I want to make sure that we don't have a situation where discussion is just a checkbox, okay? You just do it just to do it and we move on, okay? We really want to have a true learning environment in this course. And the discussions are a chance for us to really share ideas and really talk about some of the information that we provided. Because I can tell you I've been impressed with the work that you did in terms of going to Purdue and the information that you found. But we really got to talk a lot deeper about it, okay, with regard to this course if we're really going to really understand more about business communications, okay? So I just wanted to make this video just to let you know that that's something that I've seen and let you know that there are some places for improvement. Like I said, we're early in the semester. This week we only have the written assignment, so there really isn't a discussion, but we're going to have a few more discussions before the semester ends, and I want to make sure that you all definitely get all the points that you possibly can. Okay? So, again, if you have any questions about any of my comments, or you want to talk to me a little bit more about what I'm discussing in this video, folks, please don't hesitate to reach out to me because I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Take care, everyone, and I look forward to responding or actually providing my my announcement on Monday, and and good luck working on the assignments and make sure that you submit them on time. Take care now.